All right. Well, first off, I'd like to thank everybody for the opportunity to have served on the board for the last 7 years. And last year being treasurer. I've learned a lot about the Academy over the years. This was a very interesting year being treasurer and getting a bigger grasp or a better grasp on our finances. And there have been a lot of changes for us over the years from a financial standpoint. This is our final audited budget from 2018. And as you can see here, this was our budget. This is our actual audited expenses and revenues. And there has been some changes, obviously, in this. We made a little bit more on our educational products. We saved a little bit on some staff and ended up coming out quite a bit ahead. It was about $1 million swing here, but unfortunately our investments did not do as well in 2018. And so while we did better than we anticipated by about $500,000, it was our first year of actually being in the red after we look at our income overall. So 2019, our budget was to be in the red, $481,000. Looking at our P3 projection, we're doing a little bit better than that. We've done better in our corporate revenue. We've saved some expenses again on staff, which says a lot to our staff. I mean, they've got a lot to do, and if we're not backfilling some positions, then it means everybody else is taking more on. And so we really appreciate all that you're doing. We had a little bit less revenue in our dues, and we had a little bit of a change in our expenses related to our registry as we've changed over in our registry. But we're still projecting that we're going to have a negative income over this 2019 budget. If we look at the 2019 to 2020, it's almost identical in terms of our deficit. So we're anticipating that we're going to be operating with deficit budgets for several years to come. And it's because we're making investments in the Academy in order to move forward this bold proposition. And if you look at this is our months in reserve, and we have a requirement that we have a minimum of 6 months in reserve, and that's just for the health of our organization. But we have built it up over the years all the way up to 14 months in reserve. And one of the reasons to have reserve is not just to make sure that on a rainy day that we have funds available to keep our Academy going, but it's to be able to invest when we need it for projects that we feel benefit our specialty and our organization. And so we are making investments in our future right now. And what you'll see based on that is that our reserves are going down, but we're still in a very healthy position. After the 2020 budget, we anticipate having almost 13 months in reserve still, which is outstanding for our organization.